Rich Bruno now, retired transportation services manager from Goffstown, who is still undecided. Rich?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wang, for taking my question. I am very concerned, just like many Americans are, about the amount of money that flows into national elections. And I'd like to get your position on a campaign finance reform, position on Citizens United. How would you change things, if you would, as far as campaign financing?
We need to publicly finance elections. There are many, many things we should do to improve our democracy. Every Democrat believes we should overturn Citizens United that has allowed dark money into politics. The two tough truths around this: it requires a supermajority to overturn Citizens United, and corporate money ran our elections and our government before that ruling. It just became more extreme afterwards. So again, my proposal of 100 democracy dollars in the hands of every American would go an incredible distance in helping line up the American people and the money. Because if you get 10,000 Americans behind you who give you 100 democracy dollars each, that's $1 million. And so you can listen to the American people instead of the big corporations and the lobbyists. But we should have ranked choice voting in this country so that people can actually vote the way they want and then not be worried about, quote unquote, wasting their vote. We should have Election Day be a national holiday. We should automatically register new voters to make it easier for people to register to vote instead of having these obstacles. It does begin and end with the money in politics, though. And again, the best way out is for us to publicly finance these elections through a Democracy Dollars program so that anyone who wants to give to a candidate has 100 free dollars to do so. If you did that, you would see elections transform overnight. And one thing I want to comment on briefly, I think candidates who say we should abolish the Electoral College, one, it would require literally like a dozen states to shoot themselves in the foot and say they don't want that kind of power anymore, which is a non-starter. But two, it would end up disadvantaging rural areas because you would just campaign in major media markets, and that's not what the framers of the Constitution intended. Do you want presidential candidates just going to New York, LA, Boston, San Francisco, and just ignoring every place else? So we have to work with the system we have and reform it. The biggest step we could take is have public financing of elections by putting money into your hands.
Team, subscribe for more of these type of videos.